Hello, welcome to Polyphonic Press. My name is Jeremy Boyd, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new album by Tengo entitled Fade. Here we go. Tengo are an American indie rock band formed in Hoboken, New Jersey in 1984. They released several albums before 1992 when they signed to renowned independent label Matador Records, where they currently reside. And this is their newest album, and it's their 13th album overall. And this album starts out with a song called Ohm, which is sort of a mid-tempo kind of song. It's kind of busy with these ambient guitars and this banjo playing this thing throughout the whole song. There aren't any chord changes in the song, which is a reference to a lot of Indian music and things like that. A lot of Indian music is only based on one chord. Although it is almost 7 minutes and it is only based on one chord, I really didn't find myself getting bored with this song because there's enough going on that keeps you engaged, and there's a guitar solo in the middle. The problem I found with this song though is the vocals are kind of muddy, and I really didn't hear what was being said throughout the whole thing. It felt like the music was overpowering the vocals. The music was higher in the mix than the vocal track. And I felt that a little frustrating because I didn't really hear the lyrics clearly, and I didn't really know what the song was about. The song Is That Enough is much more of a straightforward kind of song. The vocals are clear for one thing, and it has a great counterpoint with the two guitars. The rhythm guitar is played with a very heavy fuzz distortion, while the lead guitar is played very clean. There's also a string section that plays off of the vocal melody, and it gives a clear contrast from that section of the song to the guitars. Everything is kind of playing at once, and it borrows from a lot of different genres, which I think works to the song's advantage. The song I'll Be Around is much more acoustic based. Unlike a lot of the songs on this album, it's a lot less experimental. It's more folky, more country, which in a way makes it more experimental. Like I said, it's very folky and very country based, but it also has a synthesizer that's playing this drone kind of thing that goes underneath the whole song, really sort of giving a bit of a bass line to the song. This is a bit of a breath of fresh air for me on this album because every song is so different from the last that you're kind of looking for something like this, something that's a little more stripped down, a little more basic, a little more raw. I just thought it was really well placed on the album. Another favorite song for me is the song Two Trains. It's very slow, very relaxing, and it really reminds me of something that Leonard Cohen would do. There are these weird sounds going on throughout the whole thing. I really found it to be a very peaceful song. It's a definite standout for me. The album ends with a song called Before We Run, and it's a very good song as well. I feel like the second half of this album is a lot stronger than the first half. Again, it completely shifts gears from the rest of the album, and it's unlike anything else on the rest of the record. It has some great interplay between the strings and the drums, and again, it's based on one chord, but there's this brass section that's playing this really champion kind of melody. I don't really know how to describe it. And that added with the string section really sounds really great. Again, it's a little busy, but it still works. The production is pretty good for the most part, other than the vocals being a little muddy on the first song. That's really the only thing I would change in terms of production or anything like that. Each song is unique in its own way, and I felt like although each song is different, I felt the album really flowed well. Doing an album like this can be a tricky thing if you're not careful. I think these guys know exactly what they're doing, and I think they spent a lot of time sequencing the album, making sure each song plays into the next one, and it keeps you engaged because you don't really know what to expect. I really like this album, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So anyway, that's what I thought about the album. Let me know what you guys think in the comments or with a video response, and if you'd like to suggest an album for me to review, please leave that in the comments as well, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.